Dear viewers, greetings. In this video, we are going to see about the Brightfield microscope and the Darkfield microscope. Here, we are going to discuss the working principle and uses of the Brightfield and Darkfield microscope. We are also going to discuss about the various differences between the Brightfield microscope and the Darkfield microscope. This is the image of the Brightfield microscope. This is nothing but this is a normal microscope which we're using in our laboratories. The Brightfield microscopes are named because the microscopic field is bright while the object being viewed is dark. This is the main principle. The field is bright and the object being viewed is dark. And this bright field microscope is used to observe the various stained specimens and count the microorganisms. And this bright field microscope does not resolve very small specimens like viruses. This is the working principle and flow chart of the bright field microscope. And here, this first is a light source. The light from the light source is aimed towards the length which is beneath the stage is called as the condenser lens. That this condenser lens condenses the white light, and this condenser lens pass the light to the specimen, and from the specimen the light pass through the objective lens, and from objective lens to the eyes through the second magnifying lens called as the ocular lens or the eyepiece, and finally we will visualize the image of the given specimen. This is the working principle of the Brightfield microscope. First, the light from the light source pass to the condenser, and this condenser condenses the light and pass the light to the specimen, and from the specimen light pass to the object lens which is available in various magnifications like 10x, 40x and 100x, and from the objective lens the light pass through the ocular lens or the eyepiece, and from this ocular lens or eyepiece we will visualize the object of the specimen. This is the working principle of the Brightfield microscope. And this image shows the gram-positive cocci under the Brightfield microscope. This is the normal Darkfield microscope, and here the main difference is instead of the normal condenser here, instead of the normal condenser, this Darkfield microscope uses the Darkfield condenser, which contains the disc called as the opaque disc. So this is the image of the Darkfield microscope. And the dark field microscopes are named because the microscopic field is dark while the object being viewed is bright. The completely opposite to the bright field microscope. In dark field microscope, the field is dark and the object being viewed is bright. And in the dark field microscope, instead of the normal condenser, a dark field condenser which contains the opaque disc is present in this dark field microscope. And this is the working principle. Here the opaque disc blocks the light which coming from the light source. The opaque disc blocks the light from the light source, and it would enters the objective lens directly, and from the objective lens only light that is reflected off the specimen enters into the objective lens, and it reach the eyes through the ocular lens or the eyepiece. Because there is no direct background light, the specimen appears light against the black background, so it is called as the dark field. Regarding the uses of the dark field microscope, it is used to examine the live microorganisms that are invisible in the ordinary light microscope and cannot be strained by the standard methods. And it also used for the observation of thin spirochetes such as the Tripodema pallidum, that is the causative agent of syphilis, Leptospira species. Next is the Borrelia species, which is the causative agent of Lyme disease, and Leptospira interrogans, which is the causative agent of leptospirosis. All these rare bacterial disease causing clinical isolates were observed under the dark field microscope. And it is also used for the observation of microbial motility, that is the tuft of bacterial flagella can often be seen in unstained cells. And it is also used for the observation of the internal structure in eukaryotes like algae and yeast. This image shows the Tripodema pallidum under the dark field microscope. And this image shows the Leptospira species under the dark field microscope. And this image shows the Borrelia species under the dark field microscope. And this image shows the Walworths and Spirogyra species under the dark field microscope. Next is the difference between the bright field microscope and the dark field microscope. The bright field microscope formed a dark image against the bright field. In opposite, the dark field microscope formed a bright image against the dark background. And in the bright field microscope, the stained, fixed and live specimens are observed. But in dark field microscope, we can see the living and unstained cells. In bright field microscope, the specimen color appears depending on the various stain colors. In dark field microscope, the specimen appears as bright and the background appears as dark. In bright field microscope, the specimen background appears as bright. In contrast, dark field microscope specimen background appears dark. Opaque disc is absent in the bright field microscope and opaque disc is present in the bright field microscope. Next, the specimen preparation or staining is a complex and lengthy process for the bright field microscope, and it also takes too much time. But for dark field microscope, there is no need to stain the specimen. The bright field microscope shows the morphological as well as the internal structure of the specimens, and the dark field microscope shows the external structure of the specimen in great detail. The bright field microscope is less expensive when compared to the dark field microscope, but the dark field microscope is more expensive when compared to the bright field microscope. Next, the bright field microscope is easy to use, but the dark field microscope operating procedure is not easy as compared to the bright field microscope. The bright field microscope does not allow us to observe the metal and minerals, but here the dark field microscope used to study the minerals and crystals, thin polymers and some ceramics. That's all about the bright field microscope and the dark field microscope. Thank you for your support. Thank you.